Hello, thank you for joining us. We begin our report with a new indictment in the election interference case against former President Trump. The superseding indictment filed by special counsel Jack Smith maintains the 4 counts against Trump that he previously faced, including conspiracy to defraud the United States. But in its design, it takes into account last month's Supreme Court ruling on the case. The court's conservative majority ruled that presidents and former presidents are immune from criminal prosecution for official acts that they take during their presidency. To help us understand just how it takes into account that Supreme Court ruling, we're joined by CBS News legal contributor and Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson. Jessica, it's good to be with you again. How is this indictment different from the initial indictment, and is essentially Jack Smith doing the judge's work for her?
Well, he's hoping that he's doing the judge's work for her in the sense that this actually is not hugely different from the indictment that he first brought forward before the immunity decision, before the decision in that other case dealing with what the obstruction statute really meant. And so for me, the big takeaway here is Jack Smith saying, I see your immunity decision. I see your decision narrowing the scope of the obstruction statute, and I'm coming forward with something that looks substantially similar. All of the charges are still there. All 4 charges remain. Some of the allegations dropped, those that I think much more clearly, according to the Supreme Court's roadmap, fell within those core presidential functions where a majority of the court said, no, there's immunity. But what Jack Smith is certainly hoping for is that Judge Chutkan looks and says, this is about right to me. I think you're going forward with just those allegations that you can bring. He doesn't want her to do a lot of work here and say yes to these, no to these.
Now, Jessica, as we discussed before, there is this category of behaviors of a president where the Supreme Court ruled a president has presumed or presumptive immunity. Those are more tricky. Those will require some time to figure out. Does Jack Smith help the judge or have a take on those category of actions?
Well, he does. And what he's hoping is that he's moving forward on those allegations that fall within bucket number 3, which is no immunity from prosecution. As you know, and as we got to talk about when that decision came out, the court created 3 categories. Just the things the president can do, core presidential functions, absolute immunity, go home, that's it. And then that middle bucket, official acts, where there's a presumption of immunity, and then finally, unofficial acts, no immunity. What Jack Smith did here is really try and say, everything that I'm bringing to you, Judge Chutkan, it falls within bucket number 3 of no immunity, or frankly, some of the kind of wobblers where I do think we have to acknowledge that she has work to do here. She's the first trial court judge in our nation who is going to be applying that immunity standard. And I don't know that she's going to let all of these allegations move forward.
And then very briefly, Jessica, what happens next? And does anything happen next of any note before the election?
Well, that depends on Judge Chutkan. And of course, what happens after the election depends on all of us, the voters. But in terms of what happens next, I mean, Judge Chutkan is moving this case. She's going to look at the allegations. The defense obviously will file their own argument. Then they will say much of what's here actually does fall within the immunity decision. But it's really now up to Judge Chutkan to sort, and that will determine what shape this case moves forward. Again, big takeaway here is that Jack Smith is saying, I saw what the Supreme Court did, and I can basically move forward with my original case.
Jessica Levinson, very helpful as always. Thank you very much, Jessica.